It's hot.
Super hot.
It's actually not as hot as it has been or could be, especially right now. We're in the shade.
But today,
Good positioning for this porch over here for us to actually have coffee crockers not in the heat.
Yeah. Today and tomorrow is supposed to be over 100.
Yeah.
We're in a heat advisory.
Yeah.
So.
She'll speak up louder eventually. We're in a heat advisory. Girl, give him some power.
All right.
Yes, brother. So we ran into a viewer at Lowe's. We had to get some more 2x4s and stuff. You guys know. We started framing the subfloor in there, and we ran into him, and it's just always cool to get to meet some of you guys, and clearly that's why we're doing the BAM Fest. Get to hang out and whatnot, and all of that. But getting back out here and getting the we have the lumber we need, which actually it's pretty good lumber.
Why have they been all over me lately?
Same reason I am, girl. It's that time of year. But what was I saying? Oh, it's actually good lumber. We didn't have to pick through it. We didn't have to go to 10 different stores to find enough boards of what we need.
Yeah.
And that side of it has definitely worked out for sure. We unfortunately bought some stuff and then forgot it in the 4Runner.
Yeah.
And we came out in the truck, so then we're kind of held up a little bit, but not necessarily, because we are doing stuff to seal the inside, and then that has to dry. And so this is one of those that I can't remember if it was just us talking or on here or what, but it's going to be a little slow going at first, but once it actually gets going, it's going to get going, and we're going to get moving quick. And then it'll be, we frame the walls, we're putting the plumbing in, we're putting the electric in, spray foam, drywall, flooring in, we're moving in.
I was about to say, we're moving in.
Yeah, it'll be pretty quick. It's like anything, the prep work always takes the longest. But your job is only ever going to be good as your prep work. And for us, the floor is the major most important prep we need to do. And again, we said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. I feel like we're doing the right thing.
I was about to say that. I was going to say, just wait till it comes out in the video.
Yeah.
I truly think this is genius ideas in play. Basically,
I do feel like what we're doing is working, and
yeah,
it gives us plenty of time, even though waiting around and all that to move forward in the grain bin. That's why the last video we worked in there, and then we worked on the stairs, finished the stairs. Always something to do, whether we're filming or not. It could be something just dealing with the animals. It could be dealing with picking up lumber or whatever it may be. So when we're waiting, we're not just waiting around. We're always doing something, and it's kind of the name of the game, I guess, is hurry up and wait for some things. But in order to do it and do it right, we truly want to focus on the prep work. And all I want to say is bear with us. Once we get rock and rolling, it's going to be rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's been our motto for the past 6 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Just bear with us.
Yeah, almost a year. When did we get this? This was late in the year.
Which, this is what we were talking about. Yeah, was that yesterday? It was about a year ago whenever you were trying to take apart the Not a Grain silo at Shoot Dang Ranch.
And burnt my leg.
Yeah.
Because the metal was so hot on top.
That's what's crazy. It's been coming up on a year.
Yeah.
I think we officially got this property in September? October?
I want to say October.
Yeah.
I
don't remember.
For some reason, I want to say October. in my head is when it was.
But it was during the summer when we had realized we're moving.
Yeah.
And it was like, can we take that apart?
Yeah.
Wherever we're going.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's when we got a hold of the Grain Bin King and all that stuff.
Now
and he came and looked, and then, yeah. So it was one of those, we definitely know the heat. But having water has been unreal.
Oh.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It's still kind of a little bit of a chore, if you want to call it that, having to haul the hose to the barn, and we would have to haul it back and forth, but we also needed water in our camper and fill up the dog water over here. So it's a little bit of a hassle taking it over there and still running the generator and stuff. But just the fact of not having to haul water in has been just a life-changing thing here. Even at Shooting Ranch, we still had to haul water.
The property itself was just so big.
So big. It was
and
massive.
Everything, the problem was everything was so spread out. So, yeah. There was just no way around it.
Yeah.
You would have to haul it.
And it was a chore, a real chore. This is kind of like, it's a little inconvenient, but if this is the worst it gets to get water, then whatever.
And there's something about whenever you're doing the animal chores, it's like the minute things, not like they're getting out, gotta fix the fence, that's annoying. But doing the chores where it is like watering them, give them scratchings, and feeding them, I like those chores.
Yeah, and you can forever do them.
I will.
It's really not bad with the setup we have and the little bit of animals, and that's one thing, and we've talked about it forever too, is don't go overboard with it. Keep it real minimal. Keep it get the necessities, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Don't get what you just maybe want. Just get what you need. And speaking of that, I really, really, really think now, after today, I think Reba's pregnant.
I think so.
The way her belly was, and the size, and where it was, and how it was, and I think she's pregnant. We're not experts when it comes to cows, so we need to figure out, because we don't know, if she is pregnant, she came to us pregnant. Yeah. So we don't know exactly when. So now we just have to figure out, when does the milk start to produce, and at that point we'll know how far we have until we need to really start watching for a baby. So we know a lot more about our goats and stuff like that when it comes to that, because we've dealt with it many times. But as far as a cow goes,
new territory?
Yeah. I remember being a kid and kind of being there when my uncle was pulling out a calf and all that, but when you're a kid, you don't pay attention. You don't know. You're not asking those type of questions. So I haven't really been around it enough as an adult to truly know that stuff. But good thing we live in a world of Google. Between Google and YouTube, which is owned by Google, you pretty much can learn anything and figure anything out. Doesn't mean it's always right what you look up, but if you look up enough stuff, you kind of split the diff and figure it out. But I think she's far enough along, it's not going to be in this brutal heat. Mm-hmm. But
not going to be in brutal winter?
How many months is it until brutal winter from now?
Oh, that's true. It probably will be, huh?
Because cows, it takes a minute for them to have a baby. So that would be almost worse. You wouldn't want the cow to have a heat stroke, but you also don't want it freezing temps. And if they're anything like any other animal, they'll do it at the worst possible time. So thankfully we have a barn, and if we can dial it down, we'll pin her up and make sure she's actually in a spot that won't be outside and all that. But we got time. We have I don't know, some time to figure it out and all of that. But I don't know. It's it
would be wild to, like, again, if she pops out a bull, like, okay, and then raise that up, and that will be your hamburger.
Roughly about, well, it also depends on who the father would be. Man, I got dirt in my eye.
Are you okay?
No, who the father is how fast that cow's going to grow and all of that. It seems like Highlands take a little bit longer to fully get big. Kind of the same thing with like pigs, like coonies. They take like 2 years.
Yeah.
A pig like breakfast takes about 2 minutes. So it all depends on breed and stuff, but within the next 2 years or so, there is a chance that we could be butchering our own cow, which is pretty wild to think.
Yeah.
It's almost, we do know it's like a long goal, a long-term goal and stuff, but at that point, Pickles could be pregnant and
Yeah.
getting ready to have a baby, or already had a baby at that point. And then if you can figure it out where one's having a baby now and one's having a baby later, and every time
It's kind
you
of
butcher, one's growing up, and it's in, by the time you're done with that meat, you're ready to butcher another one, you keep the cycle going.
Yeah.
That would just be amazing.
Right.
Plus pork and
Oh.
chicken, and get some rabbits and just all sorts of stuff. That's our ultimate goal, and that's something we try to remember whenever it gets tough. Is, okay, why did we decide to do this? Oh yeah, we want this, this, and that. We want a certain lifestyle. We still want to be able to do these trips and travel like we want and have fun.
Go camping everywhere.
Yeah, but we still want to have this lifestyle. How do you make it work? And on the drive out today from going to Lowe's, we just started talking about stuff. We're like, how do we make this work? How do we do this? Who can we get to help whenever, if we want to like go on trips on a more, you can't always ask the same person to always do something, and you don't ever want it to be where it's someone gets tired of it or feels like they're getting taken advantage of, or
Yeah.
you know.
And then when Jason says go on trips, it's the camping trips. You know, like we are building out that Forerunner.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. We're gonna be wanting to use it.
yeah, definitely. But luckily, we live in Oklahoma, and there's a lot of cool places to camp in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool places within just a normal weekend type trip. You know, one of the places we love is Palo Duro, the Grand Canyon of Texas, and that's 5 hours from here.
Yeah.
Branson, how far is Branson? Couple hours?
About 4,
Yeah.
maybe 5 from here.
We can go down the Dallas area in about 3.5, 4 hours. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot around that is within an easy drive for us to do, to where we can get away. We still get to enjoy that lifestyle, but then we can easily come back. Everything's good.
So, yeah, that's the thing, is trying to balance both
Yeah.
things. Huh?
That's almost, it's like anything. Clearly, I can't really speak on this too much, not at this point in my life, but it's the whole work and at home situation.
Mm-hmm.
You got to balance your work life and your normal life. You know, you got to balance being in a relationship, stuff that I may like, that you don't like, that you want to do, that I want to do, but also do stuff together.
Yeah.
For the most part, I don't think there's really anything we do that the other person doesn't really like.
Right?
At least not at this point in our lives. We're pretty much on the same page. I think in our younger days, we both like to go out and mingle and you know, just do the young life of doing all that stuff. And now we're just like, nope,
No.
I'm asleep by 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy whenever I wake up and I look at my phone and it's 9 p.m. You know you went to sleep early when you wake up and you look at your phone and it's 9 p.m. So we're just not at that point anymore, which feels great that we're
Yeah.
both on the same page. And I really can't think of anything that I would want to go do by myself that the whole time I wouldn't be thinking like, man, I wish you were here. I wish you were doing this with me. I don't know. It's pretty wild to find someone that you actually want to do stuff with and have the same hobbies and dreams
Yeah.
and you know, wants and needs in life, and it makes life a lot easier when you don't have to try to convince the other person to let you do something. The hardest part is
Oh,
for
yeah.
us is
So
when we both want it, then it's like we gonna be broke forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend all our money on camping gear.
There's like pro and cons with that.
Yeah.
If you have the same hobbies, it's like, yes, love that. Again, don't have to convince. But then on the other hand, it's you don't have that balance for someone to be like, probably no.
Yeah. That's why we have y'all. Y'all are normally like, no, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The heat doesn't feel good, but it feels good to be in the position we're in. And I can say this wholeheartedly. I have had zero stress since Lambo's been here. Zero stress having the animals
Just
pinned
Lambo
in their
being
spot.
around you. Just
Not
makes
really.
your heart.
Not really. But it's been, I don't even know how long, a month?
I think it's been a month.
A month or a little over a month or something. And I don't stress about anything, and I can fully focus on, all right, this is what we need for building. How do we figure it out? I could just think about that. Us having like the meetup coming up and little trip stuff planned, it really does keep my mind excited. It doesn't go down a bad path of, oh, I got to do this, or oh, I got to do that, or oh, goats are climbing on the hay bale.
Literally.
It's a lot easier to stay focused. And if that's one piece of advice that I can give anybody, and I don't think this matters for age or whatever, is constantly have something you're excited about. Constantly, no matter what it is. And even if you don't have a big trip or you don't have the money for that, literally go eat at your favorite restaurant once a week. Go
Or like once a month even. Like,
yeah.
You're looking forward to that.
Go watch a movie. Have a show that you're excited about that's coming up.
What show do you like?
You're my show girl. But it's just something you need to keep that excitement, because once you don't, you go down a bad path, and you have to keep positive people in your circle. You gotta this is a hard thing for me, is keeping people around because I feel bad, but I've just learned in my day now is if there's two people and I'm one of them and someone's got to feel bad, I don't want it to be me. And I'm not going to let someone or something make me feel bad if I don't want to feel bad. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to be happy. And if the other situation feels bad, oh well. It's my time to be selfish, and I have no regrets with that whatsoever. And that has nothing to do with anybody specific or anything like that. It's just
way you be living.
In general, doesn't matter what it is. If I get in a situation where like I really don't want to do this or that or whatever it is, but I'm only doing it for this person, or I'm only doing it to like whatever, blah blah. Nope, not gonna do it. Not even gonna entertain it. It's just I'm gonna do what I want to do and be super selfish. And as soon as I started thinking it that way, I've been super happy, and I've got no regrets when it comes to that.
I got two things.
Like,
one, that hairdo.
Yeah, I know.
Why does it look like a bowl cut right now?
Because it's fluffy. It's humid outside. Let's not talk about appearances, okay?
What do you mean? And then
I'll let you ponder on that one. There ain't nothing, but you'll just start trying to pick apart yourself.
Number two is I forgot.
No,
Literally
you
what?
didn't.
No, I forgot what. Oh, I remember. So, with your mindset being like this, it truly, I've noticed the biggest difference in. So, not only how much.
Watch your words here.
No, it's good. It's positive, baby. So not only mindset, but also how much work has been getting done as well. It's so even if it's not on the grain bin, it's just constant work.
Yeah.
And you're also like excited about it, and it's not like grumpy. I'm not saying normally it's me more grumpy about working, but I don't know. There just truly has been a big difference.
I kind of got my shine back a little bit. But that's also something too. Like again, we get to a point in our day where we do what we can as far as building and stuff. But I also want to do something I enjoy, and one of those things is the 4Runner. And it just so happens that it is her dream vehicle. So I love it. My best friend in high school had the exact same 4Runner, and I always thought it was cool. I've always loved Toyota stuff. I was more of like a Jeep person. That's why I got a Jeep. But I've always loved 4Runners and stuff.
Yeah.
And whenever you said you wanted to go camping and have a rig, and you would love a 4Runner, like an old one, I was all about it. And we've had it for a long time, and we've never had the opportunity for me to decompress and have the mind space and the energy and the whatever to even do anything. So yesterday spent, I don't know, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. There was an oil leak on it over the years, and we took it to the shop a while back and got it fixed. And I was just like, we should clean it. We should degrease.
And this is after being out in the sun all day.
Working all day, yeah.
Yesterday was hot, where I was lightheaded. Like, it was rough. But you were like,
yeah,
nah.
You almost died. But I was just like, man, this would be like, even though you work all day, and it would be better just to like sit and not do anything, like for your body, for my body, or whatever. I was so excited to work on it and to do stuff to it that I did it at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And normally if you go do something after doing something all day, it makes you even more worn out. But the way my brain works is I'm just so excited, and it keeps as long as my brain's moving, my body's moving, or moving in the right direction, and doing that, and tweaking little things on it, and we're fixing up into the camper, and we're doing all the stuff. It really did. It's exactly what I needed, and some people will probably think like my priorities are wrong or whatever, but they don't understand the way I work and the way I need things. And again, it doesn't bother me because I'm gonna be selfish. I don't care what someone on the internet thinks, that I'm not being I'm not prioritizing my life. No, my life, the whole point is literally to be happy. Yeah. And literally every day.
Happy.
I ain't gonna get into it, but I don't know if you guys saw it, but the old president that could be the new president almost wasn't there no more. And if someone could do that to that person, not that they're going to do that to me, but you never know when your last day is, I guess is what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to spend my days worrying about what other people think, no matter who it is. It's just more of, if I wake up and I'm happy and I'm doing what I want, then what else matters? And
well, that's the thing is, I think there is this common misconception too of your life has to be this certain way, to where, again, you do A, B, and C, and then it is to like get your house in order. Get your house in order. But why can't you do that alongside with doing things that like give you that joy? And,
that excitement.
Yeah, that like brings you to life.
Yeah.
There's no one who says you can't, especially with a job like yours.
Yeah.
Like
ours, baby.
Ours is, we can do that. So I don't know.
Well,
or if you work remotely, you can do stuff like that too. Just whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Follow. It's just
do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is if I told people I worked all day, and then my way of relaxing is taking a shower and then reading a book for an hour, they'd be like, good for you. That is awesome. But if I'm like, my thing is to work, and at the end of the day, I want to work on the 4Runner, they'd be like, why don't you spend that time working on the grain bin instead?
Yeah.
Why? What's the difference? Is if, like, same thing, like, not all the time, she definitely doesn't, not as much she did back in the day, but like, say at the end of the day you want to play video games or
Oh,
whatever, people would be like, "What? You should be doing this." But why? What's the difference?
Yeah.
At the end, maybe at the end of the day, some of y'all are working all day, and then y'all watch us. You know, you
Yeah,
could
I
be
don't know
doing
why-
something else with your
I don't know why
time.
you do that.
You know, you could be you know you're watching TV or your YouTube or whatever. Everyone has their
The
goats
goats.
up on top of the hay.
Just sitting on top of it.
Everyone has their thing that they're happy about and excited about, and you truly do not know when your last day is. Heck, we don't even know what happens when you die. We don't know what's going to happen an hour from now. We don't know. You literally, you have no idea. And all I know is if I'm excited and I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And I don't care what anybody says or thinks. And that excludes her from that. I care what she thinks, and I care. I'm not going to do anything. Be like, she's like, well, I don't think you should be doing. Well, I don't care. I'm going to do it myself. I know some of you ding-dongs out there are going to try to twist it. Whenever I say anything about myself, it just, we're a team. Same thing here. But it's like, if this moment right now we just decided we want to go camping for 2 days, then that's what we're gonna do. And the funny thing too is it's like no one even knew we were in Florida till we got back. No one even knows how long we were gone in Florida. We could have been gone a month and none of y'all would know, because we made sure we had videos. We made sure we did our work. We made sure we did everything. We could have been there for a week. We could have been there for 2 days. We could have been there for 3 days. We could have been there for a month. And no one needs to know every detail about us or you, whoever it is. And that's like another big thing is we've learned some things just don't need to even be said. There's some people that feel like they got to get on Facebook and talk about their relationship, and post this, post that, or do whatever. And it's like, honestly, we're probably the happiest we ever been. We didn't even post a picture of our wedding. We didn't even post a picture
That's
of going to
true.
Florida. We
Yeah.
didn't, other than just us posting on here to show you guys on social media to our normal friends and family and everything out there.
Yeah.
We didn't even post anything like that.
Yeah.
We just enjoyed it. We were in the moment. We didn't even tell anyone we were going. We told a few family and stuff like that, but we didn't really put it out there. We just did our thing, and it was awesome.
Oh, it was the best.
And we didn't have to go tell everyone. We didn't have to do all this,
Yeah.
stuff. And we just knew that we loved it. We were excited. We were happy with it. And at the end of the day, all that really matters is we were happy. And I don't know.
So what we're gonna basically what we're getting at is we're gonna be building and living. Building up our dream place while living our dream life, and then just literally everything.
I'm living my best life with you, and whatever that entails, and whether
and you guys are along for the journey.
Yeah.
If you want to be.
Yeah, and if you don't, then no one's forced to watch.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with having friends or family or you guys or whatever. We're just here to live the best life that we possibly can. And if people want to be involved, whether it's here or there or who or whatever, we're happy for people to be involved.
Oh,
but if
love
not,
it.
then we're just going to keep living our life and truly thinking this way. Just as honest as it could possibly. I think it just shows I'm the happiest I've been in probably forever, really. I just feel at peace, and I feel comfortable, and I feel happy, and I'm excited, and I'm not going to let anything take that away. And I finally feel like I figured it out, and it feels good. I don't know.
Does anybody truly figure out life?
I did.
Baby.
Because you, baby. We about to go figure out some more stuff, so we got to get off here. We're newlyweds, and we got stuff to figure out together, girl. Like how we building this grandstand.
Yeah. We know. We got it.
We do.
We got
for
it.
the most part, but
We do have some things figured out.
yeah, so thankfully right now in this spot with the wind blowing, it doesn't feel terrible.
Yeah.
We were drenched before this started, and now it's still a little bit, but it's not terrible. It actually feels pretty decent in the moment, and it's little moments like that you just have to be thankful for, because once it gets hot and sweaty, it's hard to remember the good times.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully, if you guys are in the area and can make it, you'll come out to BAMFest, even if it's for a little bit at C&J's or come to the hotel.
Pool with me at C&J's.
Yeah, there's darts, there's pool, there's golden tea.
Golden tea. Shuffleboard.
There's shuffleboard. They have karaoke.
Yeah.
Or just
challenge.
come eat some of the what are those? The twisted potatoes with all the stuff.
Ribbon fries.
Ribbon fries.
Just
come try
get
those.
Some ribbon fries.
Yeah.
They're delish.
What? Okay, before we get off here,
Oh.
one meal to recommend at C&J's.
It's tough.
I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but it's the burger with the onion ring in it. It's like some barbecue type.
Is it the Okie?
I don't remember what it's
No.
called,
I don't know.
but it's a big
It's a
old
good one.
burger and it's got an onion.
It's one of those burgers that slides everywhere, though.
Yeah, it's messy, but it tastes so good.
Yeah.
That's what I would recommend.
Just honestly, ribbon fries. I always get the burger there, but the wings are actually really good with the Bang Bang sauce.
And if you like an adult beverage, the blue tropical with a gummy in the bottom,
Yeah.
a shark or whatever it is.
It is expensive, though.
What is it called? You
I don't
remember?
know.
Oh, I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
No, all you gotta say is, I want the blue drink. They'll know.
Yeah.
It's good. But hopefully, you guys can make it out. And if not, we fully understand. There's a lot of people that aren't gonna be able to make it this time.
Yeah.
And
Last minute.
yeah, and honestly, I think where we're at in life and our energy level with everything and it being hot, I think this sounds bad, but I think it might actually be even more fun with very little people there. And I mean that with nothing but the best intentions of saying that, because it'd just be very easygoing, very laid back, and we can just really get to know whoever's there on a more personal level than if there's a ton of people.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It'll be fun, be exciting, and if y'all can make it, it'll be this week, which is pretty wild.
That's crazy.
This Friday, everyone will be coming in, going to the hotel, and then on Saturday, we'll spend kind of the morning, noon-ish at the hotel, and then about from noon to 3-ish, we'll probably be going over to C&J's and staying there for a while. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys are pumped for the week, and if you cannot make it, let us know what you got going on this week. Comment down below. All right, guys. Bye.